So let us recall on our lessons dun sa ating pressures and hydrostatic force. So let's also add some examples for hydrostatic force wherein the object submerged is inclined. So last time yung object submerged is vertically submerged. But this time, i-add ko yung naka-inclined na submersion. But first, let us review yung ating manometers since yun yung pinaka-challenging na lesson. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Balikan natin yung manometers. If you do have questions, then you can ask. May naguguluhan ka dito. Okay, again, to solve pressure, dalawa lang yung reason kung bakit magkakaroon ng value ang pressure. First is yung type ng liquid. Okay? And second is the difference of their heights. Therefore, the formula of pressure, the pressure difference is, the general formula is P2 minus P1 equal to the specific weight of the substance studied or matter times the difference of their heights from P2 to P1. So P2 here stands for the pressure that is higher than pressure 1. Ang pressure 2 is always lower elevation compared sa pressure 1 because ang ngayon, the lower the elevation, the higher the pressure. So based on the real life setting, pag kayo ay nagda-dive, the more you go or the more you dive below, the lower you go, the higher pressure you will experience. So ganito lang yun, yung idea na yun, para hindi nyo malilimutan. So there are case-to-case examples. For example, this one, there's only one liquid studied here to measure the pressure difference. To measure the to measure the pressure here at point 2 and point 1, let's analyze first kung ano yung pressure 1 at kung ano yung pressure 2. So based from the example, ang pressure 1 natin is yung pressure at the surface. Okay? Pag hindi binigay yung P atmospheric, automatic yung P at the surface is 0. Okay? Since binigay yung P atmospheric, therefore yung pressure 1 natin is the P atmospheric. Sa pressure 2 naman natin, which is actually dito yung dapat yung pressure 2. Okay? But again, hindi naman binigay yung density ng gas. Therefore, ang pressure dito sa tank na to is 0. Okay? So dito tayo dito na lang tayo nag-measure ng pressure at pressure 2. So pressure 2 here is the pressure of the gas, wherein the pressure of the gas is just the pressure here pushed by the liquid. Okay? Pag binigay yung pressure or density ng gas, of course, magkakaroon din ng pressure ng liquid plus pressure ng gas. So, always, madalas kasi yung pressure ng gas is negligible na. Maliit kasi yung value niya. Yan. So, for this type of example, as you can see, the pressure here of the gas pushes further, forces much more force than of pressure atmospheric because tingnan nyo, na-push niya yung liquid pataas sa right side. Okay? So meaning, yung pressure ng gas is mas malaki compare sa pressure ng atmospheric. And the second reason why nasabi kong mas malakas yung pressure of gas because ang nasa left side ng ating manometer, mas mababa yung liquid. Meaning, ang pressure ng gas pushes further than pressure ng ATM. Baliktad dito sa second example. Sa second example naman, mas malaki yung pressure sa P atmospheric because by inspection, mas malaki yung push niya sa left side. So, naakyat niya yung liquid sa left side, di ba? Compare sa right side. And second is, mas mababa yung water level. sa right side, meaning mas malaki yung pressure dito. So, ang pagbabasihan ng pressure 2 is nasa baba ng pressure 1. Okay. So, what if... Ay, rinig pa ba ako? Okay, what if maraming liquids na? Okay? So, magdedepende yung tanong kung saan kayo magsisimula. Example, pag tinanong, what is the total pressure of the gas? Ang idea lang naman doon is, kung kukunin nyo yung pressure ng gas, since hindi naman binigay yung density, dito na lang yung, dito tayo magsisimula, dito tayo magre-reference sa pressure ng gas. So, pag binigay yung density, dito tayo mag-reference. Okay? So, of course, pag binigay yung density, bibigay din yung height. So, hindi naman binigay dito yung density ng gas. So, dito yung measurement ng pressure ng gas. So, the idea to get the pressure of gas, example lang ha, kasi ang binigay dito is pressure 1 minus minus pressure at 4. So, pag binigay yung, pag tinanong kung ano yung pressure ng gas, the idea here is the pressure at the atmospheric, pag binigay yung pressure at atmospheric plus pressure ng mercury plus pressure ng oil plus pressure ng water. Yun yung total pressure ng gas. Okay? So next is, pag tinanong the difference between pressure 1 and pressure 4, so yun, yung shortcut na lang natin, pag pressure 1 minus pressure 4, minus pressure at 4, which is this is the pressure of the gas, yung pressure 4, and pressure 1 is the pressure at the atmosphere or the pressure at the surface. So, magsisimula tayo sa pressure 4. Kung ano yung sinabtract natin, doon tayo magsisimula. Okay. So, dapat alam din natin yung anong i-multiply natin, di ba? Pag nagmo-multiply tayo ng specific weight ng substance, automatic dalawang value yung makukuha natin. That is the SG ng substance times the specific weight of water. So, ng specific weight ng water is always constant. Depende lang kung metric, yun ay 9.81. Kaya lagi tayo nagmo-multiply ng 9.81. Or for English, that is 62.4. Right? So, hindi na question kung bakit ako laging nagmo-multiply ng 1 times 9.81 or SG ng substance 0.85 times 9.81. So, hindi na yun magiging question ha, yung specific weight. Kasi, diniscuss na natin yan doon sa properties. Okay, next. Balik tayo. So again, from the measurement of pressure 1 minus pressure 4 is equal to the positive, negative, or the summation of all pressures inside. Okay? So actually guys, ang formula na ganito, galing lang naman sa pressure 4 minus pressure 1, or since pressure 1 here is below of pressure 4, so that is pressure 1 minus, minus pressure 4 equal to the specific weight times the height. So, pwede namang pag kukunin nyo yung pressure at 4, di ba magkakaroon tayo ng formula, transpose lang natin to. Transpose natin yung pressure 4 sa right side, magiging positive. Tapos, ang ating pressure 1 dyan lang. So, pressure equal to pressure 1 plus or minus specific weight times the height. Okay? So the idea of this is the total pressure. This is the pressure difference. So ang general formula talaga to find the pressure difference is the pressure below minus pressure above equal to the specific weight times height. And then magdedepende kasi yan pag maraming liquids na factors to find the pressure difference. So magiging positive or negative. So again, if we go down from the reference point, magiging positive yung ating pressure. If we go up, magiging minus yung pressure. So, to find the total pressure, example, pressure ng pressure 4, dito lang yan galing. So, pressure 4 is equal to the pressure 1 plus or minus the pressure at the all liquid affected by those pressures. So, yun. Ito na lang yung intindihin nyo. To find the pressure 1 and pressure 4, pag sinabi yun sa problem, pressure 1 minus pressure 4, magsisimula kayo sa pressure 4. So, nasan ba yung pressure 4 dito? So, dito. So, from pressure 4 to pressure 3, tayo ay bumaba. Right? Nagsimula tayo sa pressure 4 because ang tinanong pressure 1 minus pressure 4. Example, pag tinanong yung pressure 4 minus pressure 1, saan kaya magsisimula? Dito sa pressure 1. So, from pressure 1, baliktad yung process nito. From pressure 1 to pressure 4, tayo ay, wait. Hindi pala madelete. Shit. So, from pressure 1 to pressure 2, so that is positive or negative. So, yun. So, example lang natin ha, pressure 4 and minus pressure 1 yung tinanong. So, magsisimula tayo sa pressure 1. So, pressure 1 to pressure 4. So, pressure 1 to pressure 2. That is the first specific weight. So, yan. Tayo ay umakyat or taas, pataas. So, that is minus. Okay? Minus specific weight ng substance which is mercury. So, that is 13.6 Sg times always 9.81 specific weight ng water times that difference of their height, that is 15/100, or convert lang ng cm to meters para magka-cancel yung units. Next, from pressure 2 to pressure 3 tayo ay bumaba, which is positive kasi tayo ay pababa, which ang ating liquid is oil. So, Sg ng oil is 0.8 times specific weight ng water, 9.81. Next, the multiplied by the pressure difference from 2 to 3, yun ay 30 ata. Okay. So that is from pressure 2 to pressure 3, it is 30 centimeter. Convert ko lang to meter. So next is from pressure 3 to pressure 4, which is the last path. So tayo ay umakyat ulit. Minus. That is water. So that is Sg ng water, or pwede namang wala ng 1 dahil automatic 1 yan pressure, specific gravity ng water. Okay? Times the difference from pressure 3 to pressure 4, which is 15. 15 ba? 20 pala. 20. Ay, ganun lang. Ang ganun lang pag-solve ng pressure difference. So, sa pressure 1 to pressure 4, ito yung mga red. Okay? So, I hope gets na tong mga ganitong problem. So, for this type of problem, ito yung find the pressure at the tank. So, yun yung sinasabi ko, ganito yung general formula to find the pressure. But then again, the idea lang doon, example, pag kukuhanin natin yung pressure ng tank, that is just the total pressure of P1 plus or minus the pressure of the liquid. So, ang liquid lang naman dito is yung ano to? Ito, yung Sg, oil ba to? Hindi naman sinabing oil. Pero itong liquid na orange na to, yun lang. Kasi hindi naman binigay yung density ng nasa tank. So, yun lang yung pressure sa tank. So, pag binigay yung density, which is gas dito, plus the difference, of course, i-add pa natin. Okay, dito, diba, pag kukunin natin yung pressure ng pipe, the idea there is the pressure from gauge to pressure ng water, pressure ng oil, pressure ng mercury, plus pressure ng gasoline. So, yun yung idea to find the pressure ng pipe or pressure ng gas dito. But the general formula is this one. Okay? Yun. So, galing lang yan yung formula dito. Pressure ng pipe, which is pressure ng gauge, plus pressure ng water, plus pressure ng oil, plus pressure ng mercury. So, magdedepende lang kung minus or plus. So, yun. Yun na ata yung general formula. Last na theory ng ating manometer is that we don't get the value of H by the slant height, okay? So we always get the value of H at the vertical height. So hindi sa girth. Ang tawag dito ay girth. So always, pag example, binigay itong slant, you need to get this one. Okay? So by Pythagorean theorem. Okay? So again, the value of H here is always the vertical distance and not the slant. So yun lang. Yun lang yung challenge pag nakaslant yung manometer. You need to have a trigonometric identity to solve the height. Pag sa example na to ay binigay naman yung HCM. So sa buoyancy, so there are two parameters to solve buoyancy, which is the weight and the buoyant force. So actually that is just the summation of all forces. Okay? When we go down, that is positive. Okay? When we go up, that is minus. Okay? So, ang forces na nag-a-act sa isang object floating or submerged is the weight and the buoyant force. Yun lang. Yun yung major idea ng isang buoyancy, wherein yung weight ng isang object is equal to the weight displaced. So, weight is equal to buoyant force. So, to find the weight and buoyant force, magkapareho lang kasi sila. That is the specific weight of the substance times the volume of the total substance. Kung sa BF naman or sa buoyant force, ganun din. Specific weight ng naka-displaced na object, which is equal to the displaced water, displaced liquid times the volume displaced. Okay? Again, sa weight, that is the total weight of the object or the total volume of the object. Sa buoyant force naman, yun lang yung weight na nasa parang nabasa, okay? Nung na-displaced. So for this type of example, ang ating weight displaced or yung liquid na kung saan na nakalubog yung ice ay salt water. So yun. Equal lang siya sa kung ano yung na-displaced dito, equal lang siya sa total weight ng object. So yun, that is the specific weight of the ice, which is 0.92 times the specific weight of water plus the total volume of the ice, which is 1,000 plus the volume displaced o yung volume na nabasa, equal to the dito tayo sa na-displace or na yung nabasa, that is which is the salt water 1.03 times 9.81. Again, that is the specific weight of salt water times the volume na yung nalabasang ice. So that is the volume displaced. Ang hinahanap dito is total volume. Another last example dito sa ating buoyancy. Again, that is weight equal to the buoyant force. Weight is just the total volume yung nabasa tsaka hindi nabasa. Magkakaroon din tayo ng example na magkapareho yung weight siya sa buoyant force. Anong example yon? Example doon ay pag totally submerged yung isang object, magkakapareho yung value nila. For this type of example, meron pa tayong parang tawag dito reserve buoyancy. Meron pang space na hindi nabasa. So yun yung total volume ng volume not exposed and then the volume displaced. This one. And yung buoyant force is the volume ang at weight na volume or weight na yung na-displace dito. So, specific weight ng timber, which is 0.6 times the specific weight of water in um, English unit times the volume, total volume, that is, since this is square, 1.25 times 1.25 times 1.25 equal to the, okay, focus tayo pag buoyant force, focus tayo doon sa nabasa, di ba? So, that is, kung saan nakasubmerge yung object, that is water, 1 times 2.4 times the volume na nabasa, that is, again, this is 1.25 with length niya is also 1.25 and then times draft. So, yun, makukuha mo yung draft. Okay, ito yung example na magkapareho yung value ng weight tsaka sa buoyant force because of the object, ang object ay totally submerged. Magkaka-difference lang sila doon sa specific gravity. Kasi ang weight nagdedepende sa specific weight ng object. Ang buoyant force is nakadepende yon sa specific weight ng specific gravity ng object na nakasubmerge. So balik tayo dito sa hydrostatic force. So hindi ko siya na-explain further yung ating formula, how this formula came up because hindi naman siya kailangan. So ano lang siya, parang how does this formula derive? So yun. So examples natin ng pressure kanina, ang ating there are two types of pressure. Okay? So yung kanina natin, yung pagkuha natin sa pressure is horizontal, 'di ba? So pressure acts here vertically. 'Di ba pag nagme-measure tayo ng pressure doon sa ating manometers, naka-horizontal siya. So yun. The idea there is the force is concentrated at the center. So pressure, pag horizontal yung object na ating sinusolve, is uniformly distributed. So the actual formula there is, 'di ba tayo ay may pressure equal to force over area. So therefore, force is equal to pressure times area. So for hydrostatic force, the object there is vertically submerged or inclined submerged. Dalawa lang yan. So pag vertically submerged or inclined siya, ang value ng force there is not equally distributed. Why? 'Di ba yung sinasabi ko, this is height. So pressure here is not equal to the pressure there. Okay? So mas malaki yung pressure dito sa bottom compare sa pressure at the top. Therefore, ang force natin or the total hydrostatic force, which is equal lang sa pressure, total pressure, is hindi doon sa centroid. Okay? Compare dito. Okay? Pag nasa horizontal, yung total hydrostatic force is doon sa centroid because of the height. Again, ang height ng pressures dito is equally distributed compare sa naka-vertical. Pag naka-vertical, mas malaki yung pressure sa bottom compare sa pressure at the top. So therefore, pag kinuha natin yung average pressure, average hydrostatic force, hindi yan dun sa ating centroid. Kundi nasa baba ng centroid. Okay? Anong tawag ng point na yon? Where the hydrostatic force is concentrated. Anong tawag ng point na to? May naalala pa ba? Ano yun? Yung letter
CP.
Y. Okay, CP. That is the center of pressure. Okay, this is the half of the object, which is CG, center of gravity. So this is center of gravity. Okay. The distance E is equal to the, this is E, distance from CG to CP. Again, to find the value of E, that is, ano nga formula ng E? IG over area times the centroid. Okay, naulitin ko. E is eccentricity. Eccentricity, which means that is yung distance from the center of pressure sa center of gravity. Kasi hinahanap natin kasi yung hydrostatic force and its location. And yung location niya is always on the center of pressure. Okay? Always, malalaman naman natin yung centroid natin kasi may mga formulas tayo. But the question here is how we are going to find the center of pressure. So, kailangan natin yung E. Okay. So sa E naman, meron tayong mga IG. Ano yung mga IG? Ano yun? The inertia at centroid So magdedepende yung inertia sa formula depends from what type of shape. Okay, so magdedepende yung formula ng inertia sa anong type ng shape. So, yun yung mga, saan ba yun? Ito. Usually lang, pero sa problem set meron akong binigay na half circle. Okay? So ito yung usually na formula ng centroidal axis for rectangle, that is BH cube over 36. Ay, for triangle. For rectangle, that is BH cube over 12. For circle, that is pi r raised to 4 over 4. Okay? Gets yon to find the value of IG. Yan, magdedepende sa type of shape ng object submerged. Okay, next is ang formula ng force is equal to the specific weight of the submerged, this one, times the height, times the area. Yun yung formula na yan. To find the center of pressure, this one, ang idea lang dyan is, example, papangalan natin ng YP. So, center of pressure, magdedepende kasi yan sa question. May mga question na, find the center of pressure from the bottom. Gets ba? Meron ding, find the center of pressure from the surface. Gets yon? So, from the surface, that means, pag nasa ano lang ha, pag nasa, yung object ay nasa, pag yung object example ay nasa surface, so this is CG plus E. Okay? This is the location of pressure. And that is the location of the hydrostatic force. Okay. So therefore, the location of the hydrostatic force for vertically submerged, pag nasa ano lang siya sa surface, so yung object, ano lang, that is the CG plus E. Okay, to find the value of E, madami ka pang pagdadaanan na formula. So IG or the inertia centroidal axis over the area to ng object, of course, times the centroid. Okay. Next, what if naka-incline siya? So, pag naka-inclined naman siya, ganun din yung idea. This is YP, okay? This is CG, this is CP. So, dito mag-a-act yung force natin. So, we will use the uh, lagyan na natin ano. We will use the Pythagorean trigonometric identities for this type of problem. Yun. May angle yan na magde-determine sa value ng CP and sa CG and sa location ng force. So, same lang naman siya. Yun lang merong angle na affected yung ating example. Hindi na magkakaroon ng same value ng ating YP because naka-incline na siya. So let's have an example para mas maintindihan. So balikan lang natin yung example natin kanina ay yung last time. Okay. Again, to find the total hydrostatic force, that is just the specific weight where the substance is submerged, that is water, 1 times 9.81 times the H bar. Bar ba yung bagay ko? So ano nga yung H bar? H bar is the distance from the surface to the centroid of the object submerged. Okay? So there are times ng object ay nasa surface. There are also times ng object ay nasa mga ilang metro sa surface. Okay? So for this type of example, yung object ay nasa surface. So may ibibigay din na nasa baba yung object sa surface. So magdedepende kung ano yung value ng H bar. So alamin lang yung definition ng H bar, that is yung distance niya from the surface to the centroid. Okay? So next is just the area of the rectangle. So or the area of the object, shape of the object, which is 1.5 which is 3 times 1. So this is 3 times 1. So you have the center, the hydrostatic force. Next is the location of the hydrostatic force. Again, the location of the hydrostatic force is below of the CG. So kung papangalanan natin yung location niya, pwedeng YP is equal to CG plus the eccentricity. But ang tinanong kasi, find the total hydrostatic force and its location from the bottom. So dito yung reference point ng CP. Or yun, dito yung reference point ng CP, hindi sa surface. So ang uunahin lang natin to find CP is E. Okay, eccentricity. And eccentricity is equal to the inertia at the centroidal axis. This is rectangle. BH cube over 12. And this is the area of the rectangle A. Y bar. Again, ano nga tong Y bar? Y bar. And equal to the H bar. So that is 1.5, which is, ano nga ito sabi ko? When the plane is straight or vertically submerged. Ang Y bar kasi, that is just the distance, same lang din, the distance of the center of gravity to the surface. Okay? That is Y bar is equal to H bar. So yun, sinimplify lang natin yung equation. Pwede namang sa calculator diretso na kayo mag-compute ng ganito. Makukuha mo yung E, 0.5 meters. So therefore pala yung E dito, meron na tayong center of gravity since makukuha naman natin yung center of gravity ng rectangle, which is just half the height. Okay? And then meron na tayong E, so malalaman natin yung CP. So CP from the bottom, which is 1.5 minus E or 0.5. So yun yung CP from the bottom, 1 meter. So what if ang hinahanap dito is CP at from the surface? What is the value of YP there? So that is 1.5 plus 0.5, or that is the E. Two meters from the surface. Okay, gets na ba to?
Gets po.
Okay, so another example, pag triangle naman, so again, magdedepende yung value ng centroid natin sa type ng object. Okay? So again, to find the force or the hydrostatic force, that is the specific weight where the object is submerged, which is this one, oil, oil ata to, 0.82 times 9.81 times the H bar. Again, H bar is the location from the surface to the centroid of that object. And since the triangle is apex downward, so pag apex downward, yung centroid kasi ng rectangle is 1/3 of its height. Okay, pag apex upward, of course, that is 2/3 of its height. So, yun yung centroid ng triangle. So, ang triangle yung pinaka mahirap to find the centroid. Kasi magdedepende siya kung naka-apex downward at apex upward. So yun, this is 3, which is, ang object kasi is 2 meters below. So 2 plus the 1/3 of its height, 1/3 times 3. Kaya nagiging 3 to. Next, that is the area of the triangle. Area ng triangle, that is 1/2 times base times height. So 1/2 times 3 times 1.5. So you'll get the hydrostatic force, F. Next, is yung location ng hydrostatic force. Again, ang location ng hydrostatic force, pag vertically submerged or inclined submerged yung object is nasa below ng centroid. So, tinatawag yung CP. So, magdedepende yung kung ano yung reference ng tanong. Tanong kasi dito, determine the magnitude and the location of the hydrostatic force measured from CG. So, this means ang hinahanap lang dito is letter E. So, measured from CG. Meron ding location of the hydrostatic force measured from the bottom. Meron ding measured from the surface. Basta alam niyo yung definition ng CP. CP is below the CG. So, ang hinahanap lang is E. So, to find E, that is IG or the IXX or the inertia at the centroidal axis over the area of the triangle times the Y bar. So, ang Y bar natin is equal to H bar since siya ay vertically submerged. Okay, so that is just the surface to the centroid. Ganun lang din. So, that is the vertical distance. Okay, so this one is the centroid. Kaya pareho lang sila na value. So, for triangle, the inertia is BH cube over 36. Area ng triangle is 1/2 times base times height times the Y bar. So, yun. Makukuha natin yung eccentricity. Or ano nga to? the distance from CG to CP. So dito mag-a-act yung hydrostatic force below sa CG. Try natin example pag naka-inclined. So an inclined rectangular gate with water on one side is shown in the figure. So actually ito ay ano lang projected view ng rectangle. So what you see here is hindi talaga naka-straight. Okay? So determine the total resultant force, the total resultant force or the hydrostatic force acting on the gate and the location of its center of pressure. So, i-drawing ko ulit. Yung ano lang, sobra kasi din dito ay. Naka 30 degrees na siya. So, mga example pala dito ay mga dam. So, there are also computing the ang example kasi dito ay dam. Ito ay isang example ng dam. So, ang dam ay merong mga gates. So, ano yung maximum force na kaya lang ng isang gate ng isang dam pag nagde-design tayo ng dam. So, yun yung application ng hydrostatic force. So, example, meron tayong gate sa isang dam na i-design natin is rectangle siya. Rectangle ang shape nito. Per nakaslant. So, ito yung gate ng dam. So, to find the YP, ay, ibay natin ng kulay. So, the location of Y bar is from the surface to the centroid. Next, the location of YP or the center of pressure is ay. So below of the Y bar. So ano nga to? CG and CP. Yun lang. Next, to find H bar is the vertical vertically location ng centroid naka-vertical. So, ano ba yung sinabi ko kanina? Baliktad pala to. So, H bar there is vertical distance from CG to surface. Okay, so this is, balik tayo. H bar. Okay, ano pa bang kailangan natin? So, dyan muna tayo. So, to find the hydrostatic force, that is F equal to the specific weight where the substance is submerged. Water lang naman to. Times H bar times the area. Okay, ang area ng rectangle that is, sinabi ba dito? This 5 and 4. So kaya ano lang siya, kaya pinoject yung ganitong mukha pero nakaslant pa rin yan. Example, if ganito yung ating gate, pag ni-rotate natin yan sa inyo nakatingin, of course, ang nakikita nyo is rectangle, pero nakaslant pa din yan. Okay? Pag nakita nyo sa side, nakaslant pa din yan. Ang ibig sabihin lang nitong 5 feet para malaman kung ano yung width dito. So, 5 feet. The rectangle here is 4 feet height and 5 feet width. Okay? This is 4 feet and this is 5 feet. Okay, this is 5 feet. Gets ba? Okay, force, the hydrostatic force is specific weight ng substance, that is, this is in feet ha, 8 feet. Specific weight, that is 1 times, yan, specific weight ng water in terms of English yun. And next, H bar. So, paano natin malalaman yung H bar? Since naka-ano siya, naka-slant. So, we need a trigonometric trigonometry. So, how? How do we find the H bar? So, alam natin ng half ng 4 is 2, right? So, to find the H bar, kailangan natin kukunin yung triangle dyan. Okay. So, kinuha ko lang yung part dito. Itong half na to. Which is, this is CG. So, this is 2 feet. So, this is 4 feet, right? Kinuha ko lang yung half ng rectangle. To find this one, kukunin natin yung itong X na to. And this one is 30 degrees. Again, this is the half of the rectangle. Okay. So, this is sine 30 opposite over the hypotenuse. So, x over 2 feet. Again, ang CG, ito yon. Kinuha ko lang yung half ng rectangular gate. To find the value of x, kukunin pa kasi natin to. Okay, next is, this is, x is therefore sine 30 times 2. Therefore, x is 1 feet. Diba? Gets ba? So, to find the H bar,
Gets po.
that is the distance from the surface to the centroid. Okay. Ang object natin is 8 feet from the surface. So, this is the surface, 8 feet. Ayan. 8 feet pa siya sa surface. So, to find the H bar, ang H bar ay 8 feet plus yung nakuha nating X. Yan, this is H bar. So, therefore, H bar, kuha natin ang H bar. So, H bar is not equal to Y bar pag naka-inclined. So, pag naka-vertically submerged, H bar is equal to Y bar. So, 9 feet. Okay. So, this is 9 feet. Area ng rectangle, that is 4 feet times 5 feet. Again, this is the specific weight of the object submerged, where the object is submerged, times the H bar, which is the location of the CG to the surface. Since naka-incline siya, so magkakaiba yung value niya sa Y bar. This is the area of the rectangle, 4 times 5. F here is 11,232 pound force. Okay, so you can see magka-cancel yung mga feet dyan. Next, so nakuha na natin yung hydrostatic force, which is dito siya. Yan, dyan siya nag-a-act. Next is, paano natin makukuha yung YP? That is the location of the hydrostatic force na naka-inclined. So, the location of center of pressure. How? So, again, gagamitin ulit natin yung trigonometry. So, di ba alam na natin yung h bar. Ah, hanapin muna natin yung y bar. So, this is y bar. This is CG. This is the center of gravity. Right? Ito, kinuha lang natin to. This is the surface, right? So, this is, ano nga to? This is h bar. Kinuha lang natin na triangle na to, h bar times y bar, tas ito, sine 30. Kukunin muna natin yung y bar para makuha natin yung yp. Kasi yp is equal to y bar plus e. And alam naman natin yung formula ng e, right? So, yun. This is sine 30 opposite, which is, mayroon naman tong value na 9 feet. 9 feet over the hypotenuse y bar. So, y bar therefore is 9 feet over sine 30. Y bar is equal to, what is this? 18 feet. Next, yp is equal to y bar plus e, where e, dito natin isusulat para mas malaki. Yp is equal to y bar plus e, where e is equal to ig over area times y bar. So, yun. So, this is yp is equal to 18 plus ig natin. This is rectangle formula. Isulat muna natin yung formula. For rectangle, the ig of rectangle is bh cube over 12. Okay? And area times y bar. Okay, so yp is equal to y bar is 18 plus this one plus bh cube. B is 5 yung base. Ang ating height is 4 cube over 12 all over area, that is area ng rectangle, 5 times 4 times the y bar, which is 18. So yun, yp is equal to 18.074 feet. So yun, ang yp is just this one. Yan, which is this one is E. Okay? Okay, let's have another example. Okay na to? So, yun lang. Konting practice lang dito. So, needed dito yung trigonometry. Simple lang naman. So, katawa lang naman yan. Try natin yung circle. Yan. Last example. So, an inclined circular gate with water on one side is shown in the figure. Determine the total resultant force acting on the gate and the location of its center of pressure. Red. Ano bang kulay ko kanina? Blue. Ay. So again, we're solving the gate of a dam. But ang gate natin is naka-circle. Circle to. Okay. This point here is the centroid. This is Y bar. This is the center of pressure, YP. And this is the H bar. This is CG. So, saan mag-a-act yung hydrostatic force? Dito. But first, we need to find uh, the value of this F or the magnitude of this hydrostatic force. And it says here that our, ano ba dito? Sin 60. And it says here that the circular dam is 1.5 meters from the surface. This one, 1.5. Okay, formula. Again, kukunin natin yung magnitude ng hydrostatic force. That is the specific weight of the substance wherein the object is submerged times h bar times the area. So, kukunin muna natin yung h bar. Okay? So, how? Again, same lang yung kanina natin. Since this is circle and binigay yung, ano ba dito? 1 meter na diameter. 1 meter. Okay. So, this is CG, right? Kukunin natin yung half. Kukunin pa kasi natin yung distance dito. Hindi kasi magkapareho yung distance ng radius sa vertical distance dito. Okay? So, this is radius which is 4.5 meters. Kuha ba? Kukunin pa natin yung x. Hindi magkapareho yung 0.5 sa x. Okay? Since we are looking for h bar first. This is 60 degrees. So therefore, sine 60 opposite x over the hypotenuse 0.5. Therefore, x here is square root of 3 over 4 meters. Next, therefore, h bar here is 1.5 plus x. Okay, h bar is h bar here is 6 plus 3 square root of 4 meters. So, makukuha na natin tong hydrostatic force. So, specific weight where the object is submerged, that is just water. So, 1 times 9.81 in metric. Next, the h bar here is 6 plus 3 square root of 4. Iba pala. Tama ba? Next is area ng circle. Area ng circle is pi r squared. So, pi r squared. Radius is 0.5 since diameter is 1. So, hydrostatic force is 14.893. This is in kilonewton. Okay, next is the location of its hydrostatic force from the inclined surface. Again, Yp is equal to Y bar plus E. This is E, right? But how do we find Y bar? Ulitin natin. Okay, this is the CG. Ayan. This is CG. This is H bar, which is 6 plus 3 over 4 plus square root of 3 over 4. And this is the y bar. Okay, this is 60 ulit. So, kinuha natin yung triangle na h bar. And then yung y bar ang ating unknown plus sine 60. So, this is sine 60. Opposite is h bar, which is 6 plus 3, 6 plus square root of 3 over 4 over the hypotenuse na y bar. Okay, so y bar therefore is 6 plus 3 plus square root of 3 over 4 over sine 60. Okay, y bar is 1 plus 2 square root of 3 over 2. Naka-meters yan. So therefore, to find yp, that is, bahay natin ng kulay ulit. Yp equal to y bar plus e y bar, and then this is circle. The inertia of the circle is anong formula nun? So check nyo lang, that is pi over 4, pi r4 over 4. Yun yung formula nun. The IG of a circle, pi r4 over 4 over area is y bar. Okay, this is the IG of the circle. Next is y bar is 1 plus 2 square root of 3 over 2 plus pi times radius is 0.5 over 4 over 4. Area is pi r squared times y bar 1 plus 2 square root of 3 over 2. Right? So yp here is equal to 2.26 meters. So this is the magnitude of the hydrostatic force, and this is the location of the hydrostatic force pag naka-incline. Gets ba? So hanggang doon lang naman tayo. So I'll be sending again the problem set number 2. And as I have observed, may apat pang hindi pa nakasubmit. Baka hindi nyo na-submit. Yes.
Po sir, hindi ko po na-turn in.
Hindi mo na turn in. Turn in mo na. May apat pa doon na hindi naka-turn in ata or hindi nag-submit. Hindi ko alam. So, your exam will be on Monday. Okay na to? So, your exam will be on Monday. That is 1 to 12 exam, 1.5 hour, and then no erasures. And pag may erasure, 0 na ha, automatic. And then always, ibibigay ko naman yung specific na instruction. So always write your signature upon your solutions. So all you need to do is to print, or pwede kayong magsagot via yung ganitong ginagamit ko, yung Wacom. So you need to have a problem, kasi waste of time pag kinopya yung problem. So you need to print, and then doon kayo magsagot sa printed na questionnaires, and then scan or picture, then send to my Gmail, or I mean sa G-class. Okay? So my time yon 1.5 hour, and that is 12 item exam. 12 items exam. Online. So, no erasure. Pag may erasure ha, automatic zero. And then, pag walang signature, kada page ng inyong solution, automatic zero. Okay? So, just to, uh, kung alam ko lang na, of course, hindi naman mapipigilan yung may sharing of answers, but you need to be responsible. Okay? So, nasa sa inyo naman yan kung gusto nyo matuto or hindi. So, yun. That is on Monday. Again, 7:30 yung start. And then, the exam will be on 9 o'clock. So, after 9 o'clock, hindi na ako mag-accept ng papers. So, 7:30 to 9 o'clock on Monday. 1 to 12, no erasure. And please indicate your signatures every items or every page of your questionnaire. Do you have any question? So hanggang doon lang tayo sa hydrostatic force. And then yung ating, di ba yung ating exam is June 26. Yung ating midterm is June 30, Friday. 7:30 ulit. Face-to-face na yun ha, midterm exam. Question? Wala na? Okay. So, if you don't have any other question, then see you on Monday for your quiz, first quiz, and ingat kayo lagi. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.